Tuesday's jackpot could be worth $30 million. Play on, America.
This is Eyewitness News, the news leader, with Bill Ritter and Liz Cho, Scott Clark with sports, and Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at 11.
A warning tonight about a fast-spreading computer virus. 3.5 million computers infected in just the past day, and it could put your private information into the wrong hands.
But first at 11, New York's newest senator. She's little known and pro-gun, and tomorrow she comes to New York City. Good evening. I'm Diana Williams. Liz is off tonight.
And I'm Bill Ritter. She is a congresswoman from upstate and far more conservative than the liberal senator she is replacing. A controversial pick tonight to end what has been something of a political circus.
Eyewitness News reporter Jen Maxfield is live tonight in Harlem, which will be Gillibrand's first stop on her tour of the city. Jen?
That's right, Diana. Kirsten Gillibrand will appear with Al Sharpton at the National Action Network headquarters here in Harlem tomorrow morning. New York's newly appointed senator has won praise upstate for her pro-gun positions, but you can expect she'll face some tough questions on that issue around here.
This decision was not based on gender, on geographic location, on race, religion, or sexual orientation. This decision was made on who the best candidate would actually be.
After 2 months, the wait is over. Upstate Congresswoman Kirsten Gillibrand will be New York's next senator.
This is the first time you've heard my name, and you don't know much about me.
Gillibrand is a lawyer and a 42-year-old mother with 2 young sons. She is a conservative Democrat who represents a largely Republican district that stretches from near Albany to Lake Placid.
She's worked on the issues that we feel are vitally important.
But Gillibrand's selection is already raising questions from critics who say her 100% approval rating from the National Rifle Association puts her out of step with most New Yorkers. Representative Carolyn McCarthy's husband was shot and killed in the Long Island Railroad massacre.
To have someone picked that is basically going to be the poster child for the NRA, I think is the wrong pick.
Gillibrand's supporters admire her political independence. She was the only New York Democrat in Congress to vote for funding the war in Iraq, but she also supports gay marriage.
I will look for ways to find common ground between upstate and downstate.
Today, Gillibrand received warm wishes from Hillary Clinton and President Obama, who called Gillibrand. She kept him waiting, so he called back. She took that call. It was a strange moment, symbolic of the 2-month selection process that had Caroline Kennedy in and then out, and Governor Patterson playing coy.
I wrestled with this decision. In retrospect, I wish I had not showed all of you the wrestling match.
After her morning appearance here in Harlem, Gillibrand will continue her rounds here in New York with a visit to Queens, where she'll meet with politicians and community leaders. But her visit here in New York can't last too long. She'll be sworn in as senator in Washington on Monday. We're live tonight in Harlem. I'm Jen Maxfield, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, thank you, Jen. He was once the most powerful Republican in the state, but tonight, Joe Bruno faces corruption charges. The former Senate Majority Leader is accused of using his position to steer contracts his way, contracts that paid him more than $3 million in consulting fees. The alleged corruption happened over a period of 13 years, but the 79-year-old Bruno insists he did nothing wrong.
For over 3 years, I've been the target of a Get Joe Bruno campaign, whether by the former Governor Spitzer or a politicized U.S. attorney.
Bruno retired from the state Senate back in July. Before his term was over, he faces up to 20 years in prison.
Well, he has certainly hit the ground running. President Barack Obama trying to reverse in just a couple of days some of the Bush administration's policies of the past 8 years. His main goal, to pass an economic stimulus plan, a daunting task considering the size of the package and some of the Republican opposition. Today, the president brought congressional leaders from both parties together for a meeting at the White House. His economic plan calls for spending and tax cuts, as well as money for workers, Social Security recipients, and veterans with disabilities. Mr. Obama says he wants the package passed by President's Day.
But what I think unifies this group is a recognition that we are experiencing a unprecedented, perhaps, economic crisis that has to be dealt with and dealt with rapidly.
Also today, President Obama reversing Bush administration policy that denied federal money to international groups that perform abortions. Diana?
The embattled Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich has launched a media blitz just as his impeachment trial is set to get underway.
As much as I'd love to participate in the Senate trial and in the Senate process, under the current rules that the Senate provides, they're not allowing me to participate in that process. It is a trampling of the Constitution.
Blagojevich rambled on during several interviews today, saying at one point that he is the victim of a plot to raise taxes. He's accused of trying to sell Barack Obama's vacant Senate seat. Today, a federal judge ruled that undercover recordings from the investigation can be released to the state legislature. The impeachment trial begins Monday.
The last major missing part from that U.S. Airways plane that splash landed in the Hudson River last week tonight is out of the water. Work crews pulling up the second engine from that aircraft. Today's recovery ending an 8-day search for the missing engine by divers from the NYPD, the New Jersey State Police, the Coast Guard, and the FBI. Plane likely hit a flock of birds soon after takeoff from LaGuardia, and it turns out there's a bird sanctuary a mile from the runway. Organic material and a feather were found inside the other engine recovered last week. That recovery of the second, pretty difficult.
It's winter. The water's less than 40 degrees about now, so it's very cold. So that means they can't be in the water very long. The salvage divers who worked today had suits that had warm water being pumped through them to help them stay down there long enough to do the thing all at once.
That recovered engine tonight is at the marine facility in Jersey City, where the rest of the plane is.
As we continue this Friday night, a hard-working man beaten and robbed for $30 while the cameras roll. Police say this same scene has happened many times before.
There is a crippling computer virus spreading around that can cause you to get the infamous blue screen of death. I'm Nina Pineda. Coming up, find out what to look for and how you can zap the worm. When Eyewitness News returns in 60 seconds.
Team up at ShopRite to throw a winning pregame party. Just use your Price Plus card from now through January 31st. Buy any of these fine products in a single trip and choose a free $29.99 party platter. Offer ends January 31st at one place, your place.
We've seen a lot of change over the years, but one thing that hasn't changed is the durability of a Honda. Over the past 20 years, Honda has a higher percentage of cars and trucks still on the road, higher than any other car manufacturer in its class. Maybe that's one reason the CR-V is the best-selling crossover in America. Honda. Simple.
Lease a 2009 Honda CR-V for $239 a month for well-qualified customers.
Critics everywhere are hailing Defiance. Daniel Craig gives the performance of his career, and the New York Times raves it's a true and astonishing story. Defiance. Rated R. Now playing everywhere.
It's been called the worst computer worm in years, and tonight it is spreading and infecting millions of computers and network servers. It goes by several names, including Conficker and DownAddUp, and it is growing exponentially tonight. And now experts are trying to stop it before it does some serious damage. Here's Nina Pineda.
His codename, Double Agent 1018. His mission, protecting your computer. Target, a rampant worldwide worm known as DownAddUp, that can shut you down like this.
It's taking control of the mind of your computer and forcing it to spread the virus to all the people on your contact list.
At the Geek Squad precinct in Midtown, agents in their trademark Jack Webbish outfits are hard at work operating a modern-day dragnet on the internet, cyber sleuthing to find the culprit, also known as Conficker in its latest form.
Some of the forms people are getting are Obama Fellowship or anything about President Obama. And the thing about this virus is it can mutate and take on different forms.
Once you open the infected email, if you follow the pop-up trail prompting the antivirus blocker, the worm starts turning your hard drive into a zombie.
And once your computer is infected with the virus, it actually starts to keep a log of every key that you press, leaving you vulnerable to all sorts of identity theft.
If you do get into Windows somehow, it starts keeping a log of everything that you do.
And that means your credit card information.
Exactly, your credit card information, your personal data.
The virus can also spread through memory sticks, unsecure networks, and PCs that haven't been updated with the latest security updates.
It's the issue, the hardware issue.
To avoid the bug, the Geek Squad recommends turning off your computer's auto-run feature and keeping it installed with the latest updates. But back at the Geek Squad precinct, the evidence the worm may be worsening. Laptops infected with the virus now mutating aggressively. attacking 3.5 million computers in the last 24 hours. In Midtown, Nina Pineda, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And Nina tells us that Microsoft does have a patch to kill this worm. We'll link you to that patch at our website, 7online.com. Diana.
A violent week-long crime spree has ended in Queens, and tonight a group of teenagers is under arrest after they were caught on camera. Security cameras inside one building in Astoria captured two of them as they jumped a delivery man and violently beat him. The suspects kicked him and hit him in the head before taking off with just $30 and the man's cell phone. Police arrested two other teens who they also believe were involved in the robbery spree. Police say the suspects hit 5 other times. Wow.
Coming up, and a dramatic gear shift here. Book your vacation now. You could save a lot of money. We'll tell you why. And, oh yeah, this is true love. A happy reunion that nearly didn't happen, except this guy saw a story on Eyewitness News. Wait till you see this.
No, your eyes do not deceive you. $4.89 a gallon for regular. Why would anyone pay that much? 7 on your side looks into it and gets answers. I'm Tappy Phillips. That story coming up.
I certainly wouldn't pay that. I'm meteorologist Lee Goldberg. It is 45 degrees at 11 o'clock in New York City, and that's the highest temperature I can offer you in the 5-day AccuWeather forecast. It's getting colder, but not necessarily stormy. AccuWeather's coming up on Eyewitness News at 11.
Monday at 5, she paid for a dining room set that never came.
I want my money back.
See what happens when Eyewitness News takes on a furniture store.
I want to know where her refund is.
Plus, Eyewitness News shows you how to boost your beauty without breaking the bank. Join Diana Williams, Johnny Better-Renoir, and Lee Goldberg, Monday at 5, right here on Channel 7.
The same innovation in a new, smaller design. The same self-dampening suspension on a new, smaller chassis. The same agility, the same luxury in a new, smaller SUV. Because great engineering is great engineering at any size. Introducing the all-new GLK, starting at $33,900.
Right now at Pearl Vision, when you buy a pair of eyeglasses, you'll get a second pair free. That's 2 for the price of 1, a free spare with every pair. However you say it, it's a great deal. But this buy one, get one free offer won't last long. So to get your free eyeglasses, come into Pearl Vision.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
It's a crunchy hot wing with no sauce.
Crunchy on the outside, spicy on the inside. The sauceless hot wing is at KFC. Get a bucket of 20 or try 7 wings for $3.99. Only at KFC.
Range Rover Sport. Visit your local Land Rover Center.
I'm Joe Torres. This week on Tiempo, meet 2 of the Latino heroes who helped rescue people from the U.S. Airways plane that landed in the Hudson. Tiempo this Sunday at its new time at 11:30.
This is Eyewitness News, proud to support the Protect Our Children campaign. Have you seen a beef? ABC 7 and Tri-State Ford dealers urge you to protect our children.
A story tonight with a happy ending, and we like happy endings. It's the story of a lost dog reunited with its owner, and it happened because Rolex Henry was watching Eyewitness News on Wednesday night. Yeah, there's that happy reunion. We told you the story of Belle, a mixed breed lab who ran away from home 3 months ago. The pup was hit by a car, and workers at Belmont Racetrack spent 3 weeks nursing the dog back to health. Track employees took her to the vets at the North Shore Animal Shelter, and they were about to put the dog up for adoption. But Rolex Henry saw this story. He was watching Eyewitness News, and today he got together with his long-lost pet.
Because if I wasn't watching, which I always do, watching Channel 7, I wouldn't find Buster.
Yeah, and you heard him. He just called the dog Buster because track workers had actually named the dog Belle because Belmont Racetrack, that's where she was found. But of course, we learned today The dog's real name is Buster. And Rolex Henry, I hope you're watching tonight.
Yeah.
You just saw the reunion on TV.
Good job.
Yeah.
Really nice job.
Doesn't it make you feel good?
It really does.
Yeah.
That's a great reunion. And
We should do a story like that every night.
We should.
Like that. That's our goal.
And Rolex Henry happens to be a great TV name.
Isn't it a great name?
Rolex Henry here.
The AccuWeather forecast.
By Rolex Henry.
Do we have to put it right in the weather
Occasion
department?
relief kind of guy.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Nice night, wasn't it?
It was great. I got a chance to walk tonight, and a lot of people were out just kind of enjoying the momentary.
That's it.
I did as well.
Momentary is the key word.
Yes, and you still have a chance. I mean, next 6 hours you still look okay, but once sun comes up, actually temperatures start to fall. Outside tonight, it is mainly cloudy outside. And look at the Empire State Building in red and yellow for the Lunar New Year. Clouds are rolling in right now. There's still a wind out of the southwest. Temperatures are not falling. In fact, they've either held steady or even bumped up a little bit over the last couple of hours. So it's a brief mild spell. It's gone in a flash tomorrow morning. There's a cold front off to the west. And then the polar part of the jet stream just sinks down into the northeast again. It does suppress the storm track, so that's at least one good part of it, and that it's going to be dry for the next several days. But then the southern branch of the jet stream, with a little milder air but also more moisture, gets the storm track closer by midweek next week. So that's when we start talking about more stormy weather. But it's going to be a while. It's just going to be really cold and dry for a while. 45 now, matching humidity. Right now the barometer's on the fall. Cold front making its approach tonight. Southwest wind 7 to 18, and today's high was a beautiful 47 degrees. The average high in the state was 38. Sun will come up tomorrow at 7:13 and set at 5:04. By sunset tomorrow, temperatures in the 20s and wind chills in the teens. So big change. 45 right now, 43 in Rye, even at the Hudson Valley, 43 White Plains. Yeah, it's freezing in Poughkeepsie, but most areas are still hanging on to these 40-degree numbers. It's easy to find the front, though. Just on the eastern side of the mountains, it's still in the 40s and 50s, but then it's in the 20s in Detroit, and once again, it is in the teens in the Windy City. But there comes that cold front, and it is rolling through with just a few clouds, maybe a stray flurry or sprinkle, but not a big deal. Again, all this moisture in the Midwest, that's going to be sinking to our south. That's the only benefit of this cold coming back in. So with the future cast, clouds early giving way to sunshine, and then on Sunday it's a mix of sun and clouds. We should remain dry. There could be a flurry at night, but it is back to blustery tomorrow. Here is your 5-day AccuWeather forecast. That 39 degrees is really probably a temperature between, let's say, 7 and 11 in the morning, and then we start dropping 16 at night. In the 20s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, dry, and then back to freezing on Wednesday. Next threat of a storm, maybe not till this time next week.
Okay.
Thank you, Lee.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Lee.
You know, it's hard to forget the days of gas at nearly $5 a gallon, unless you live in Summit, New Jersey, where one gas station owner in a tiff with Exxon is now charging $4.89 for a gallon of regular. He says he's making a statement, but it's his customers who are paying the price. Here's Tappy Phillips and 7 on your side.
No, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. The price for regular at this gas station really is $4.89 a gallon.
I says, this, can't be right.
But it was no mistake, and after a $90 fill-up of his Hummer, Joe Guiliano realized the price was real.
I think it's robbery. I don't know how this could be legal or how business owners can get away with this.
The law in New Jersey doesn't set any price guidelines. It requires only that prices, however high, be posted at the pump. There weren't many customers here, but a few hadn't seen the price. Filling up?
Yes.
Have you looked at the price?
Have I looked at the price? Oh, gosh. I'll cut that off. That's a little too high.
$4.89 a gallon for gas?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's capitalism.
The owner, Il Chang, says his price, more than $3 a gallon over the state average, is a form of protest against his parent company, Exxon. So you deliberately don't want people to buy this gas?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
You're discouraging people from buying this gas?
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Is he doing anything illegal?
No, nothing at all.
Mr. Chang's issue is something called zone pricing, where oil companies sell gasoline at different prices to stations in different areas.
We think Exxon's got about 300 zones or more in the state of New Jersey.
This Exxon station is less than 2 miles from Mr. Chang's, but according to the New Jersey Gasoline Association, it is in a different zone and is being charged as much as 15 to 20 cents per gallon less. Mr. Chang just can't compete. Mr. Chang even sued Exxon in federal court, saying he cannot operate at a profit and remain economically viable while paying more for gas than his competitors. Exxon told us they don't set prices and would not comment further. So while this dispute goes on, it's up to consumers to check the price on the pump before they fill up.
I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head. The price is clearly posted out there, and it's the consumer's choice whether to buy it or not.
In Summit, New Jersey, Tappy, Phillips, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Maybe if you win the New York lottery, you can afford it. And once again, the winning Mega Millions numbers.
And we've got your winning New Jersey lottery numbers. And now we have tonight's live drawing of Take 5.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Pingle. Welcome to Friday, January 23rd, Take 5 drawing, being observed by an auditor from KPMG. Tonight's winning Take 5 numbers are 7, 21, 30, 17, and 13. Thank you and good luck.
Closed captioning brought to you by Toyota.
Broadway's favorite musical is brand new, Guys and Dolls. He wants to get lucky. She wants to get married. He wants to win a bet. And she ends up winning his heart. Love is the greatest gamble of all, and this is the greatest musical comedy of all time. A swinging new production from the director of Jersey Boys, Guys and Dolls. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com today.
What factors should you consider when buying a luxury vehicle? Should you put MPG on top? What about resale or reliability? The truth is, when you fit all 7 costs together, you'll see why the Lexus RX has the lowest cost of ownership in its class. See how your costs align at your Lexus dealer. Lease the 2009 RX 350 all-wheel drive for $399 a month for 36 months with $5,094 due at signing.
I just texted Chad. What'd you say? Hey, Chad, what's up?
Shut up. Is it Chad?
No, it's Chase. They just texted me back with my checking balance so we know how we're doing.
Text Chase for your balance, and we'll text you back.
Not bad.
Spend smarter.
Come on, ladies.
I'm so over Chad.
Chase Mobile.
That was fast.
Because spending smarter matters. Chase with matters.
This week, things changed in the White House. But what about on Capitol Hill? Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi faces George. Tough questions in tough times for the most powerful woman in Congress.
Join us for this week, Sunday morning at 10, right after Eyewitness News.
You're watching New York's #1 news, Eyewitness News, now in high definition.
Turns out this may be the best time to book a flight. Major airlines are in somewhat of a bidding war, and passengers are the big winners. Southwest, for instance, selling one-way tickets to nearly all of its destinations for less than $100. Whoa. Most other major airlines are offering similar deals. This is just to keep up. The flight, though, must be before March 11th, and you have to buy your tickets at least 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, there's always the
catches.
Well, in tonight's health alert, here's some good news. You're going to live longer. The average life expectancy in the U.S. has increased by 5 months, and the reason? Cleaner air. Over the past several decades, Americans' average life expectancy increased to 77 years old. And researchers say nearly 5 months of that can be attributed to the reduction in air pollution over the last 2 decades. Researchers credit the revised Clean Air Act for the improvement in the quality of our air. Yeah.
The coach of a Christian high school women's basketball team apologizing for beating a team of learning disabled girls 100-0, and now repentant. He wants to forfeit the game. Officials of the convent school, I should say, in Dallas, Texas, clearly embarrassed when their team kept piling on. At halftime, the score was 59-0 against the Dallas Academy. This is a school with just 20 students. 8 of them are on the basketball team. The school specializes in dealing with students with what it calls learning differences. Scott's up next with sports.
Did you know that the Knicks had won just 3 in a row just once this season?
No.
Well, they had. Going for the trifecta again tonight, though. Coming up on Eyewitness News, you can't say Chris Duhon and crew weren't trying. We'll show you the results. Crowd favorite there. Plus, get the hardware. The Yankees are moving to the new digs. Next.
Look, I just think we need a break. I gotta go.
Oh, no, I said not on the front page. There's no footer on the front page. It'll have to be done again.
Sorry, I haven't called earlier.
Busy day?
Hasn't ended yet.
It's never gonna change, is it?
What are you saying?
You're not the same person I fell in love with.
Sometimes we have to get lost to find ourselves. Sometimes we gotta go walk about.
I'm glad you're back.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Slumdog Millionaire is the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture. This tale of unswerving love is a masterpiece, and now it's nominated for 10 Academy Awards, including Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Picture of the Year.
Is the right answer!
Slumdog Millionaire, rated R, now playing everywhere.
If you're shopping for a car, you should know that Toyota has been rated the best overall value by IntelliChoice.com. That's because Toyota quality saves money, and now it saves even more. Come in for great deals on the fuel-efficient Prius, which has the lowest cost of ownership in its class. Lease the Prius for just $219 a month, or choose $500 cash back. See your Toyota dealer now to start saving now. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
At Target, the big brands you love can be found everywhere at mighty small prices. Because today's breakfast tastes even better when you know you got a very special deal. And the little things you reach for all week long work wonders when you know they're not costing you a lot of pocket change. Who said saving money couldn't be a cool thing? Big brands, small prices, every day at Target.
Watch Like It Is with Gil Noble, Sunday at noon on ABC 7.
I just like the word, so I'm going to say it. Trifecta.
Do you?
Yeah, I love that.
Say it again.
Trifecta.
Three times.
Trifecta.
That's what you have to do. Okay, that's enough. Knicks hosting the Grizzlies tonight while Memphis worked on getting a new head coach. The Grizzlies fired Mark Averoni last night and are working to bring Lionel Hollins in. In the meantime, Johnny Davis took over as the coach on an interim basis, and his Grizzlies came out firing. Mike Conley shooting lights out from downtown Memphis, led 22-7 over the Knicks. But then the home team woke up. Chris Duhon feeds Tim Thomas. Not much defense there. Thomas at 14. Mike D'Antoni had 6 players in double figures tonight. Later, Wilson Chandler to Al Harrington. He with 16 points. The Knicks hawking now. Chris Duhon greeted some fans. First row, second row, third row. Hello. Up by 11 at the half. And how about David Lee garnering his 31st double-double, 14 rebounds, 19 points. How about that? And let's cap it off with a little razzle-dazzle from Danilo Gallinari. Ending with a sweet running jumper. He with 11. Knicks rolled to their third straight win, 108-88. They haven't had a run like that since early November. In San Antonio tonight, it was Military Appreciation Night. Yes, sir. Vince Carter did what he could do for the Nets, dunking over Tim Duncan. Doesn't happen much. He had 26, but the Nets did what they always do in San Antonio. Losers. Tim Duncan, 30 points, 15 rebounds. Spurs win, 94-91. It was moving day today for members of the Yankees front office staff. They packed up and headed across the street to their new offices in new Yankee Stadium. And the 26-time world champions had plenty of hardware to tote with them. On the NFL front, the Kansas City Chiefs have fired head coach Herman Edwards. His Chiefs were 2-14 this past season, 15-34 over the past 3 years under Edwards. The move seemed inevitable when the Chiefs had fired Carl Peterson as general manager and brought Scott Pioli in. Well, now the deed is done. Edwards is gone. Venus Williams may be out of the action at the Australian Open, but sister Serena moves on in women's singles. Tonight, which is tomorrow down under, Serena took on Peng Shuai in third-round action. The 3-time Aussie Open champion had her way. She won in straight sets. Look out, here it comes. 6-1, 6-4 to advance to round 4. Now, earlier, a streaker interrupted the Williams sisters' doubles match. Got a 14-second appearance and got himself a tournament ban. Plus, things got ugly after Serbia's Novak Djokovic beat Bosnian-born American Akmir Delic in 4 sets. While the competitors hugged inside, some 30 Bosnian and Serbian youths brawled outside the stadium. Chairs flying, no one seriously hurt, but where's the love, I ask you? Finally, in golf, the 50th Bob Hope Classic, providing entertainment aplenty. So let's head to La Quinta for some tasty treats. Beginning with the king, Arnold Palmer, reigning as tournament host. Chicks digging. As far as the pros are concerned, Pat Perez continues to lead 61, 63, 67 is a 25 under par total and a 2-stroke lead. But the amateurs are stealing the show. This is the young actor Michael Pena on the par 3 7th hole. Talk about a dream script. Hole in one. And then there was 17 handicapper Miklos Kohri. The swing is one ugly piece of mechanics, but the results were dead solid perfect on the 5th hole today. Pow, pow, pow. Wow. Aces again. And for Miklos Kohri, there were cheers and there were tears because he just lost his 94-year-old father recently. That one was for Pops. I'm Scott Clark. That's it for sports. Have a great weekend. Bears.
Yeah. Arnie's Army still there.
Always and forever.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep. We'll be back.
Tonight's Sports Report sponsored by Capital One.
Hi, welcome to Capital One Bank.
Like racking up rewards? Introducing Capital One Rewards Checking, where everyday banking isn't so everyday. Just sign, swipe, or click to earn rewards like cash, travel, or merchandise. Get free checking with rewards at Capital One Bank, the bank with everyday rewards.
What's in your wallet?
Leave him alone.
With British Airways, enjoy our complimentary 3-course meals, cinema, even pretzels, and now hotel rooms. That's right, we're giving away 2 nights in London for free when you fly to London. British Airways flights start at $156 each way with a round-trip purchase from New York. Great fares also available from 17 other U.S. cities. Offer ends January 29th. So hurry, book now at BA.com.
It is, you know,
we had a little bit of fun.
Man, I need a vacation. You know, I got a house in Mexico, right on the beach.
Yay!
Pie's gone wild. All right.
Look, no one's going anywhere. We're needed here.
Aw, we want a tan.
But aren't you baked already? Thanks, folks. I'm here all week.
All week and every day. The McDonald's Dollar Menu.
How do you know when a food is truly healthy? Just look for Stop & Shop's new Healthy Ideas symbol throughout the store. Created by top nutrition experts, Healthy Ideas makes it simple to find items high in nutrition and low in things like fat, salt, and cholesterol. Look for the symbol on over 3,000 items store-wide for truly healthy foods at a glance. It's smart, it's easy, it's Healthy Ideas, and it's only at Stop & Shop.
Circuit City is going out of business. Save as much as 30% off our entire $1.8 billion inventory. This is the largest consumer electronics total liquidation in history. While quantities last, get ready for the big game with discounts on your dream HD TV. This is a sale of epic proportions with discounts on everything, including all home audio video, computers, digital cameras, portable electronics, and more. All 567 stores are closing. Save as much as 30% off everything during the Circuit City going out of business sale.
Monday beginning at 5 a.m. Not coming to a theater near you. Get a revealing look at how Hollywood's getting smacked hard by the economic meltdown. Join Laurie Stokes, Ken Rosato, and Bill Evans with the Yankee weather forecast. Monday at 5 a.m. on Eyewitness News this morning, right here on ABC 7.
Coming up next on Nightline, right after Eyewitness News, the new first family is getting used to life in the limelight. But does that mean images of Sasha and Malia can now be used to sell everything from clothing to toys? Plus, the curtain comes down for some of television's craziest characters. Nightline is just seconds away.
And we'll be watching. That's the news for now. I'm Diana Williams.
And I'm Bill Ritter. Eyewitness News returns tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for all of us. Scott Clark, Lee Goldberg, the whole team. Have a great weekend.